Offtopic analysis. Hello,
Man,
and
I love that theme song.
it's great. It really is
It is.
great.
It is.
Uh, I don't know what we would do without our theme song. I don't think we could get through the day, get through the
I'm just
year.
surprised that we were able to, get that band to do that theme song, and we only had to pay like $100.
I know, dude.
It's pretty awesome. Pretty
Can't believe
awesome.
it, dude. The Strokes.
The Strokes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be confused with The Strokes. This is the
Yeah,
Strokes, one word. Um,
yeah.
you know, but it'd be cool if we could get The Strokes to do it
We'll get them too.
eventually.
I know.
Eventually.
I know the singer.
Do you?
Yeah,
How do you know them?
we went to high school together.
Really?
Yeah,
That's interesting. What did you guys have any classes together?
he was a substitute teacher.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I guess he is a little bit older than you, so
Yeah, he's a little bit older.
yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah,
Anyways,
exactly.
welcome back to Off Topic Analysis.
Welcome back to Off Topic Analysis.
Did you enjoy your winter break?
I did. Did you enjoy your winter break?
For the most part, I didn't really get to enjoy the winter much.
Mm-hmm.
We were on that retreat in the Amazon that
Mm-hmm.
the Off Topic Analysis CEO sent us on.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm excited to be in this new position. As a part of the podcast. I was just a lowly PA, and
Yeah.
glad to be here. Glad to
I
be
was a
here.
janitor.
You were a janitor. That's wild.
Yeah. I was a janitor, and let me tell you, Alpha and Sigma, they were some nasty motherfuckers, dude. They were some gross
They
piece of
were.
shit. And
I mean, you
I celebrate their deaths.
I think you do have some big shoes to fill, though. I mean, like the last hosts, one of them had 7 degrees in sociology.
Mm-hmm.
Um, where did you get your degree in janitoring from?
I didn't. It's just a trade. You
Oh,
can just
wow.
apply to be a janitor. Yeah.
I thought you had to get a master's.
No, you don't.
Okay.
You
Well,
don't at
that's
all.
cool.
No.
That's really cool.
It
I
is
may have to
very
look into
cool.
that.
It's very, very
Yeah.
cool. It's good that, I mean, it's nice that there are jobs that, like, you don't have to get a degree in, fast food worker, warehouse
Mm,
worker, fucking volcanologist, like
yeah.
Pokemon card opener on YouTube.
Sweet. So, on this episode of, I guess, since this is our first episode of Off Topic Analysis and first time meeting each other,
In
I guess we should
2025.
introduce ourselves.
Psh,
Yeah. Woo! First episode of 2025.
yes. First episode of 2025. Put a big old 2025 right here. All right. Good job.
Um, my name is Luigi.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to meet you.
Link.
Link.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to meet you, Link. I'm happy to be doing the podcast with you
I'm
today.
happy to be doing the podcast with you too, Luigi.
What's our topic for today?
Our topic
They didn't tell me.
today is going to be they have assigned us to write a creepypasta.
A creepypasta.
Yes, a
Oh,
creepypasta.
okay. I think I know why they invited me. That makes sense. What is a creepypasta
A
exactly?
creepypasta is a form of internet media that is usually spooky and creepy and written as if it is a real thing that actually really happened. Even though probably didn't, but we can't really say.
What does that have to do with pasta?
So it's called pasta because pasta is similar to alphabet soup, and alphabet soup is made up of words. So if you take all the letters in alphabet soup, you can, in theory, just like a monkey will eventually write Shakespeare, with an alphabet soup, you can, in theory, write a horrifying tale.
So is that like a farfalle or a rigatoni or
You're Italian?
yes, on my mother's side. I spent some years in Italy learning how to cook and how to make pasta.
That's
I
cool.
figured that's what I figured that's why they asked me to be on this podcast today.
Well, you didn't know what
Now
they
that
were
I know,
gonna. Now that you know.
well, now that I know we're talking about like creepy pastas, I think I
Yes.
have quite a bit I can bring to the table here.
Yes. Yes. I believe so. I believe so.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. This will be exciting.
I don't know what type of
You
pasta
don't
it'd
know?
be. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we can kind of like discuss this and figure this out together.
Maybe we can. I think we
Yeah.
definitely can. But
So, what are some good examples of like a good creepy pastas that you know of?
Sonic.exe. I've been paid to watch a woman and she looks like really scared or something.
Okay.
People are walking and I hear them walk and it's really loud when they walk so loud. Big old man is very tall and I look up at
Hmm.
him and I go, "Wow, what a guy." Those are like three very like popular ones that I know about.
I thought that was a Never Shout Never song.
I don't know.
I met a big old man who was super tall, and he looked at me, and I said, "Wow, haha," with a little ukulele in the
Well,
background.
look at you. You took my girlfriend and I pooed in front of her and I don't know what to do no more.
See, that's an angel hair. I think that would be
An angel hair
an
pasta?
angel hair pasta. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think that makes sense. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Which is
now,
which is a misnomer because angel hair is technically a scarier pasta, even though it's like angels. When you think about angels, people forget that like biblically accurate angels and like the Apocrypha are actually terrifying. So,
that makes sense.
yeah, absolutely.
So now with the creepy pasta, as you can probably tell, the name is probably one of the most important things that
Hmm.
needs to be,
Hmm.
you know, thought of beforehand. It has to like hook the reader in. So
Hmm.
if we're going to create a creepy pasta, the first thing we need to think of is a name. But before we
Okay.
think of the name, we had to think of what the story is.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
if you don't mind, I do have an idea for the story.
Okay. So, do you want to come up with you tell me tell me your idea and I will see if I can come up with a name that kind of matches the energy
Hmm.
and kind of matches what you're going for.
All right, I'm gonna
Is
tell
that
you the beginning of the story. Okay.
Sure, sure, sure. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So in the beginning of the story, there is some sort of person. They're in the ocean. I think they went on a
Okay.
cruise with their family.
Okay.
They're pretty
Mhm.
well off. But in the ocean, a octopus comes and they hold on to their leg, and then this scares the person, and the person violently picks up the octopus and bashes it against the rock and kills it. And then when he kills it,
Okay.
the person they come a little bit on the octopus
Mhm. Mhm.
because
Mhm.
they get excited. They get excited by killing the octopus,
Okay.
and then that's the intro.
Okay. Hmm.
And what's going to happen is they're going to start having visions. Maybe some sort of haunted house thing happens where they're hearing octopus sounds. Things are really scary and creepy. And then by the end of the story, what's going to happen is the an octopus lady is going to pop up and it's going to be like, oh no, this octopus demon is here to kill me because of the octopus I killed whenever I was on that trip with my family. And
Mhm.
then the octopus lady is going to be like, you're my dad and I want to fuck you.
Wow.
Yeah,
There's a lot of layers here.
there's a lot of layers. And then he's going to be like, wow, this octopus lady actually kind of do be a baddie though. So I think I'm going to fuck this octopus lady.
Uh-huh.
And then
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's where
So
the
it
story's
sounds
gonna go. We just have to
so
fill in the
it's
layers and make a name for it.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I think that sounds a lot like a pasta alla Luciana. It's a pasta with black olives and capers that you usually cook with octopus.
Hmm.
I think that there's a good level of like spice to it. But it's a truly terrifying dish, especially if you're not a fan of like seafood, sweet seafood pasta. Um, typically, the type of pasta you use with a dish like this is something like um, almost like a penne or a rigatoni almost. Um, so yeah, I think there's a lot here.
So you want to name the story Pasta alla Luciana?
Uh, Maybe something like that. I was also thinking something along the lines of, um, cruising for love, fucking an octopus. Um,
I'm gonna post this
uh,
story on Reddit.
yeah. I was cruising for love, but all I got was an octopus that fucked me and made me think of my dad. Something like you put on like a shirt, you know?
That feels a little bit too on the nose and tells people exactly what the story is.
Well, technically it's on the beak. We're talking about octopus.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They have a beak.
Yes.
Like on the
So
like underneath it's like you know.
yes. Yes. So
Mhm.
okay. Well, I just don't like that name. So let's do a
Okay. Oh,
different one.
that's you know what? That's fair. Or
Yes.
um
Yes. Go on.
there might be something there with pasta alla Luciana. What do you think?
I said. Yeah. I said. Do you want to name it that? I think it's funny.
Mhm. Mhm. Um
Pasta alla Luciana originates in Naples, combining tender baby octopus with capers and black olives. The salty flavors of ocean mixed with sweet tomatoes and crunch of olives will take you on a trip to the Mediterranean.
Mhm. Mhm.
Pasta alla Luciana.
What do you think?
Yeah,
Huh?
I just said I think it's good.
I just wanted to hear it again because I'm very proud of what I came up with here.
It's very good. You
Um,
did a very
Thank
good
you,
job.
thank you. Okay, so starting with pasta, let's workshop the title a little bit. Let's give it some more
Okay.
meat, shall we say?
Okay.
Um, uh, can't stop eating pasta alla Luciana.
No.
No. I ate too much pasta alla Luciana, and now I have dreams of death and destruction.
No.
Okay. Um, the Grim Reaper dines only with pasta alla Luciana.
No.
Okay.
What about I killed the octopus used to make the pasta alla Luciana.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. I'm okay with that. I think that
Ah,
works.
no, no, no. I killed the father of the octopus that was that made this pasta alla Luciana.
But that implies that the octopus is cooking the dish. Is that scary
I
enough?
killed the mother. I killed the
Oh.
mother. I killed the mother of the pasta alla Luciana.
Okay.
I killed the
Okay.
mustard. I killed the mother of this pasta alla Luciana.
Okay. Now we're personifying the dish. Now we're giving it some life.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay. What kind of spices are going in this dish?
We're gonna call it I killed the mother.
I killed my mother?
I killed the mother because you have to think the it has to tie into the story, okay?
Okay. Okay. Mhm.
Because like any of the stories that I named, big boy rolls down and then he falls on me and I'm stuck here for 3 years, and that mine, ooh, it's scary. I don't want to go in, but then I did. You know,
Mhm.
names like that tell you exactly what's going to happen in the story, but they also give you enough like mental room to like play with it and like build
Mhm.
and mold the thing as you want to.
Okay. I'm excited to mold this dish together.
I am too. I killed
It's
the
strange to
mother.
me that people go out of their ways to create stories that go along with the dishes that they eat. Um, I think that's probably like half of fun of like crafting, the food and being able to share this together.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
And like food is powerful because you get to share it
Mhm. Mhm.
with people. And I think that's
Mhm.
beautiful.
It's like spit when you swapping it back and forth, when you share a fork. I don't want to be too crude and gross or anything like
I
that.
killed the mother of my pasta alla Luciana.
Okay. All
Does
right.
that sound good?
So, yeah. Yeah, I think that sounds great.
Because pasta alla Luciana uses baby octopus specifically.
Specifically, yeah. Yeah. That's why it's a scary dish.
It is a very scary dish. All
Some
right.
might call it a creepy pasta.
Yes, they would.
Uh,
All right. So we have our name. Now,
mm-hmm.
we had to write the story now. So the story, all right, let's see. All right. So here I'm going to workshop this. Let me know. Let me know how it is, okay?
Okay. So are we like crafting the meat of this dish today, or are we just like creating it out
We have
like a
to
recipe,
we're
so to
creating the
speak?
entire thing.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I was on vacation with my family in Bermuda. Are
Bermuda.
octopuses
Got it.
in Bermuda?
Potentially. I think it's best if we don't check.
Okay, you're right. I was on vacation with my family in Bermuda.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My dad just got back from the Korean War.
So this is taking place in like the 1960s, 1950s, 1960s. Is
Yes.
that the Korean War? Yeah.
Yes. So that's where it's taking place right now.
That's interesting because there are a lot of pastas that we eat today that had not been invented yet during that time. So this gives us some really interesting texture to play with here.
I just turned 20 and I was excited to go out with my family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When we hit the beach,
Now,
I.
now, where,
Yes,
which beach were we on? In
Bermuda.
Bermuda. Okay.
Bermuda.
Yeah. So just the National Bermuda Beach of Bermuda.
Yeah. When we
Okay.
hit when we hit the National Bermuda Beach in Bermuda,
Mm-hmm.
I was excited to show off my Andy Griffith Show swim trunks.
Okay. All right. Now, so if this is taking place in the 50s, like, are these are short shorts, right? Like,
Yeah, they're
there's
extremely
practic
short.
yeah, there's practically some nut hanging out of these
Yeah,
shorts.
exactly. You're right, you're right.
Yeah.
My large scrote was peeking under my the under the chin of Mr. Andy Griffith himself, and I was proud.
We call those our Peaky Blinders.
Our Peaky Blinders. Yeah, yes.
Yep. Just gave him a little bit of fuzz on his chin, you know?
It looked like Mr. Andy Griffith had grown a nice goatee of scrote hair.
Fur. Scrote fur.
Fur, 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 fur.
Yeah.
Uh, sadly, all of the women on the beach avoided
Got to see
me.
my nuts before I got to see theirs.
No.
Okay.
Sadly,
I just
all.
feel like that sounds terrifying.
No, we're not. That's. It's not about this person being scary. We have to get
Okay.
the octopus lady. We are building an octopus lady.
Okay.
We are building a story of how this man was so enraged and also horny that he killed an octopus and also came on the octopus.
Okay. So would it be important to like maybe mention, because I mean think about it, if you're even if you're wearing short shorts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Either you got to be really old for the scrot to hang that far.
No, you don't.
Or maybe they have to be like so large and engorged due to their own like sexual frustration that has been building up for years. So maybe it's important to say something about that. Like the reason that this person may be on vacation with their family, maybe they lost a lover, or maybe they were rejected by somebody and they were looking for a fresh start. Looking for some peace of mind, looking for new pastas.
That is a possibility, but I think right now we have it set up that he is on a beach and he has his Andy Griffith Show swim trunks on and his scrot's peeking out, and sadly all the women on the beach avoided him.
Look,
So, okay,
I,
okay. Let me
okay,
all right.
I
I,
need to pause you for a second. Okay,
okay.
did you just say possibility?
Yes.
I find that offensive.
Okay.
You are making jokes out of something that is culturally important to me,
Mhm.
and pasta isn't a joke.
Mhm.
It is a way of life.
Mhm.
It is culturally significant and it keeps me fed. And I
Mhm.
would just ask you to respect that. Okay?
Mhm. Fair.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome.
So, no more pasta puns
Okay. We'll see.
unless I approve them.
Okay. We'll see.
Okay.
Sadly all of the women on the beach avoided me. This made me hashtag sad.
Hashtag sad and engorged.
Sad. Hashtag sad. Hashtag engorged.
Hashtag sad gorged.
Hashtag sad. Hashtag engorged. Hashtag sad gorged.
Okay. I think that's I think really helpful because sometimes like you'll read like a research paper or a recipe about pasta and like there'll be these acronyms, but in writing, the first time you write something you're going to be using as an acronym, you want to put the whole word and then like kind of in parentheses
Mm-hmm.
what the short word is for it.
Mm-hmm.
So is that makes sense here, right? We're putting
Mm-hmm.
like the whole meaning of it so that later on we can refer to it as sad gorged.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can totally
Sweet.
do that.
Awesome. Awesome. Makes sense.
Not only was I hashtag sad gorged, but I
Mhm.
was reminded of why I was on this trip anyways. Period.
Perfect. There we've got some good background lore. I think
So,
we can really
yep, we can start to
understand.
build. We can start to build. All right, so this is our first paragraph. This will be our
Hmm.
first
Hmm.
paragraph. I was on vacation with my family in Bermuda. My dad just got back from the Korean War. I just turned 20 and I was excited to go out with my family. When we hit the National Bermuda Beach in Bermuda, I was excited to show off my Andy Griffith's Show swim trunks. My large scrot was peeking under the chin of Mr. Andy Griffith himself, and I was proud. It looked like Mr. Andy Griffith had grown a nice goatee of scrot fur. Sadly, all of the women on the beach avoided me. This made me hashtag sad, hashtag engorged, hashtag sad gorged. Not only was I hashtag sad gorged, but I was reminded of why I was on this trip anyways.
Now, so this person that's writing this tale of horror, woe, and pasta, um, they're writing this today, correct? In the year of our Lord 2025.
Let's say it's no, because we have to go to the future 20 years later when he fucks his octopus daughter.
Well,
So
that's going to be in the 80s, correct?
let's say it's 2005.
So that would now just now I'm just trying to understand because we're saying this is taking place prior to the Korean War, right, or after the Korean War.
Right after the Korean
So
War.
this right, so this is in the 60s, um, and
Not
so right after.
necessarily.
Wait, which Korean War are we talking about? Are
The
we talking about the U.S. Korean War? Or are we talking about a war in Korea
this
that
is
was like a
this is a fictional story.
okay? So this is the fictional Korean War.
Mhm.
So Well, now do we need to understand like what prompted this war?
No, no, we don't. You're thinking too big. You're thinking way too big. We are
I'm sorry, I
trying.
just
It's
okay.
okay, but we are trying to write a story about our main character whose name he hasn't even given yet. Right now, we have just set up the location that we are at right now. We are in Bermuda at the National Bermuda Beach in Bermuda, and he is out with his family, and he's trying to show women his large, hairy scrote, like peeking out from under his Andy Griffith Show trunks. Like, he's trying to do that, and he's sad gorged, and he's reminded of why he was on the trip anyways. So right now with this next paragraph, what do we need to write about? If the
Our
last
character
sentence was our character, yes, exactly. But
our
what's
character's name is Zitty. Ziti.
All right, sweet.
Or
First
or
off,
Plunk.
my name is Z
ITI.
Z Zediunk.
Zitiunk.
First off, my name is Zediunk,
Zitiunk.
and I am on uh oh shit. Oh fuck. What the fuck?
Oh no.
I am on r/no sleep to get updates for my epic story.
Wow.
Is that a good
So
first sentence for our next paragraph?
I so here's my question. Like I said, you know a lot more about this creepy pasta than I do. But so far the tone seems really positive. I'm not creeped yet.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, I don't see how it's paused to be sad. He's hashtag sad gorge. We just said that.
You're right. You're right. You know what? And sadness really sets the tone for
Mm-hmm.
horror. So yeah, I
Yeah,
think good point. Good point. Yeah.
exactly. So first off,
Okay.
all right, all right. So first off, my name is Zitunk,
Mm-hmm.
Zitunk, Zitunk, and I
Zidunk.
am
Zidiunk.
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 Now, would it be ZD with a little hyphen and unk?
No, that's his full name. Zidiunk.
Ziddy. Oh, okay, okay. So his last name's Unk.
Yes.
First
You
off,
with an
my
umlaut
name, my
and a
name,
K.
my name is. All right, all right. You with an umlaut, you said?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I don't know how to do that
That's
on
okay. Don't worry
keyboard.
about it. We'll fix it in post.
All right. We can't. I'm posting this immediately to Reddit after we do this.
Okay.
First off, my name is ZD Unk, and I am on r/no sleep to get updates for my epic story.
Wait, are you posting this on your
That
personal
is,
page or on the off-topic analysis Reddit page?
we don't have an off-topic analysis Reddit page.
Well, we should. We need to get
All right,
marketing to get on
we
that.
can make one, and then we'll post it from that.
Sure. Sure. Yeah.
First off, my name is ZD Unk, and I am on r/no sleep to get updates for my epic story that is also hashtag scary and hashtag sad. Does that sound good?
Yeah. Hashtag.
So that they
Scat.
know it's scary and it's sad. Okay, okay. That is also hashtag scary, hashtag sad.
Hashtag scat.
Okay, we can't put scat.
Why not? That's a good shorthand.
No, it's not. We could put scad, hashtag scad.
I mean, that's fine. You're the expert. I just think scat sounds
No,
really.
because scat is also for shit.
Oh
Yeah,
man, the internet is a strange place.
it's a
I'm
sad
not
place.
familiar with these
It's a
things.
very sad place.
You're right. You're right. Okay, so hashtag scat. So we know that we're sad gorged. We know we're hashtag scat.
Yep.
So what else do we need to know about this character?
All right, why is he in Bermuda?
Oh, I think like maybe
Why is he trying to
loss
impress
of a
women?
lover.
Yeah, he lost a lover. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Now, period. You may be wondering how I found myself in such a situation as being
Now you
in.
may be wondering how I got here.
Now, you may be wondering how I found myself in such a situation as being in Bermuda with my veteran father and the rest of my family. And the rest of my family. Well, it all started with a woman named Octavia.
Octavia's good.
Octavia Luciana.
I was thinking the same thing. Octavia Luciana. Yeah.
Octavia Luciana.
And maybe we just like give some quick background information, like maybe our character recognizes that this relationship was doomed from the start because the
Mm-hmm.
only thing they bonded over was pasta. The only
I think
thing
we
they
can do
had in
that.
common was their shared love of pasta.
I
You
met
know, like they're
her at an Olive Garden while I was trying to get free breadsticks and
they had a bottomless drink special that night.
skip free breadsticks.
Pasta, free breadsticks, and cocktails.
That seems like too many things.
No, that sounds like a great date to me.
Well, she's all right. Well, we haven't established they're on a date. We're just saying,
No. I'm saying like maybe they were just there with friends and Luciana, Miss Luciana, sorry, was either a bartender or a waiter that was working there, and
okay.
that's how they met.
So here's what I'm thinking. I like that.
Okay,
I met
yeah,
her at an Olive Garden while I was trying to get free breadsticks and skip out on my check. Before I could leave, I saw the most beautiful woman ever in the world walk up to me. She was in her Olive Garden uniform,
apron and all.
apron and all, with the Parmesan grinder in her hand.
I love the Parmesan grinder.
Sweet.
What's the technical term? There's a technical term for that. I want to look that up.
She was in her Olive Garden uniform, apron and all, with the Parmesan grinder in her hand. I was almost out of my seat, ready to skip out on 5 plates of pasta and 7 beers.
So we know that our character is a little bit of a skis ball.
Yep, exactly.
The
Uh,
technical term is a pepper mill, by the way, and so
okay,
this is a Parmesan mill.
Parmesan mill. With
Yeah,
the
which and not
Parmesan.
that we need that.
Okay. I was almost out of my seat, ready to skip out on 5 plates of pasta and 7 beers, but then she started grinding. And I said, uh,
Whoa!
whoa.
And I said that's a spicy meatball.
That's a spicy, uh, meatball.
Make sure you get the meat ball spelled correctly. MEAT-A-ball.
Ball. That's a spicy meatball.
You think people will find this offensive?
No, not at all.
Okay, good. You think people will like it?
No.
Great.
She started grinding, and I said, "Whoa, that's a spicy a meatball. I want you to meet uh
Mita
my
Maya balls.
balls." Winky
This
face.
guy has game. There's there's a layer of confidence here that can only be described as ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
I think,
Mm-hmm.
like, maybe this person's a little bit autistic. I don't know.
As I said this, she blushed and said, "Only if I can drain the Alfredo from your sauce
Cannoli.
cannoli." Alfredo cannoli? Alfredo?
Well, okay,
Oh,
look, I understand that cannolis are not filled with Alfredo, but we got to be like, look, thinking that the person writing this thinks they know more about what they do.
but this is a real
Like,
story. And this is what the woman's saying to him.
well, maybe she doesn't know any better because she works at an Olive Garden.
Okay, well, if that's what we want to do, then that's what we want to do.
Well, if you've got a better idea, that's totally fine. Maybe no. What about drain the ricotta from my
From
manicotti, from your manicotti.
the ricotta
Mm-hmm.
from your manicotti.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So manicotti is
Okay, you don't have to tell me what manicotti is.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. You don't have to tell me what manicotti is.
Well, I thought that's what I was here to explain. Like,
No,
this is technically for the audience
no,
too.
no, no. Only if I
Okay.
can drain the ricotta from your manicotti with my pussy.
I okay.
What's wrong with that?
You know what? It's a story, and sometimes people in horror stories are a little bit crass. Kind of helps create that atmosphere. So I think that's okay.
And then we totally had sex, and she said, "You're the best I've ever had."
Do you think they had sex on a waterbed?
They had sex in the Olive Garden.
Oh, in front of people?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Okay. So
The week after she died, after getting ran over by a 500-pound woman on a mobility scooter at
I thought you were gonna say after getting rammed by my love piston. I don't know why, but that's what
no,
popped into my
no,
head.
that's silly. We wouldn't say that. The week after
That's
she
some
died, after getting ran
dinosaur
over
sex.
by a 500-pound woman on a mobility scooter at the local Walmart.
Ooh, that's too real. God, I
They said her final words were, "Pasta la vista, baby."
wow. What
And then she
what
died.
words to live by? What words to live by? I as we're writing this, I think I just want to take a second, um, and let's have a moment of silence for all of those people who are killed in mobility scooter accidents at Walmart every year.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just take a moment of silence.
All right,
Thank you.
that's good enough.
Thank you for allowing me
All
to
right,
have that.
so here's our paragraph so far. First off, my name is ZD Unk, and I am on r/no sleep to get updates for my epic story that is also hashtag scary, hashtag sad, hashtag scad. Now, dot dot dot. You may be wondering how I found myself in such a situation as being in Bermuda with my veteran father and the rest of my family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, it all started with a woman named Octavia Luciana. I met her at Olive Garden while I was trying to get free breadsticks and skip out on my check. Before I could leave, I saw the most beautiful woman ever in the world walk up to me. She was in her Olive Garden uniform, apron and all, with the Parmesan grinder in her hand. I was almost out of my seat, ready to skip out on 5 plates of pasta and 7 beers, but then she started grinding, and I said, "Whoa, that's a spicy amita ball. I want you to meet my balls." Winky face. As I said this, she blushed and said, "Only if I can drain the ricotta from your manicotti, period, with my pussy." And then we totally had sex, and she said, "You're the best I've ever had." The week after, she died after getting ran over by a 500-pound woman on a mobility scooter at the local Walmart. They say her final words were "Pasta la vista, baby," and then she died. How's that?
This is incredible. I think that this is one of the greatest creepypastas you called it.
Mm hmm.
Yeah, this is one of the greatest creepypastas I've ever heard. It's even better than Penne.
After this tragedy, I had to leave Boise, Idaho to clear my head. And that
Boise is a
is
pretty
where
well known for
our story begins.
Boise, Idaho is pretty well known for its population of Italian Americans as well. So
Yep, exactly.
yeah.
So that's our whole paragraph. Is there anything else you think we should add?
No, I think that this is a really great setup for kind of
Mm-hmm.
our character and our story
Yep.
and their motivations. So I'm excited to see how we tie this all together, especially in the next 30 minutes.
Yep. All right. So, next paragraph. As I was saying, I was standing there
On the beach,
on the beach, ready to walk into the waves,
now
embarrassed by my awesome by
by my
the
testicular tangle.
tangle
I don't know. I was just
jang
trying to think of something alliterative.
as I was saying. Oh, wait. Now back to Bermuda. Mm.
There we go.
I was
Back to
standing I was
Bermuda.
standing there on the beach ready to walk into the waves, embarrassed by the lack of women appreciating my badass Andy Griffith swim trunks. When suddenly I felt a
Tug on my nugs.
tug on my nugs. The suction felt so satisfying, but also wrong. Like one of my jewels might be robbed from me. I looked down to see some sort of fleshy
Love
bulb.
sack. It's like from my understanding, a lot of octopi. It looks like a trash bag with tentacles and little buttons on it.
Okay. So
So it's just a little flesh bag.
a little fleshy, trash bag with multiple tentacles reaching out for my goods.
That's a horny octopus.
Now back to
You know,
Bermuda.
I think this brings an important conversation about consent into play. I mean, was this octopus cognizant? Did it know what it was doing?
It's an octopus. I doubt it knew what it was doing.
Oh, okay. Oof. Okay.
I looked
There's
down to
nothing
see some
scarier than
sort of fleshy
bestiality.
trash bag with multiple tentacles reaching out for my goods. I was terrified and pissed myself.
In it. I was gonna say terrified and enamored, but maybe he's got a piss kink.
Thankfully, the ocean is full of piss, so mine would be at home here. As I stared in awe of the octopi,
I think it's singular, so I think it'd be octopus.
okay, as I stared in awe of the octopus, I noticed its beak start to show.
Do you think that an octopus beak is like a dog's red rocket? Like it only shows when it gets excited?
No,
Okay.
but that's what's gonna actually be. That's gonna be the little like thing at the end where it's like, no, my mother was trying to suck you off, not bite off your cock. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you just reveal some information about this story? Is this man gonna have his doot flute bitten off?
No, it's not. That's what he thinks is gonna
Okay.
happen. That's what he thinks is
Oh,
gonna
okay.
happen.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
we need to like subvert expectations. You know.
Okay. I think I get where you're going. So
Mm-hmm.
in this next part, like he's kind of aroused. He is aroused. He's a little bit nervous, and he sees this octopus, and its beak is showing, and he gets scared, and he's going to bash its skull in.
Well, he's gonna
Well, lack of
grab it by
skull.
its tentacles. He's gonna whip it around the top of his head, and he's gonna
Uh huh.
fucking beat it into a rock until it's bloody.
Like Hulk smash that, just like bah, 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 bah.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be fucking brutal. It's gonna be very, very
Yeah.
brutal.
So
Uh,
you know,
as I stared in awe of the octopus, I noticed its beak started to show.
pleasure turned to fear, and in
Well, he already said I was terrified and pissed myself.
sure, yeah, okay, you're right, So in my
I
fearful,
got a thing. I got a thing.
you're the writer. I'm just the pasta expert.
As I
So
stared in awe of the octopus, I noticed its beak start to show. Trembling, I just stood there, unable to move. The suction on my balls started to move around the base of my cock, and the beak of the octopus made its way for my head. And by head, I mean penis head.
you're right. I'm glad you're. I don't think anyone would have realized that's what you meant. So thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, right, exactly. I have to make sure they know what I mean.
Right, right, right.
This
Uh, I've got it.
act.
I want to.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, um, in an act of desperation,
Yeah.
I reached for its tentacles,
Mm-hmm.
wrapped my hands, or wrapped the tentacles around my hand, and pulled it out of the
Yeah,
water.
that's good. That's good. In an act of desperation, my hands seemed to move on their own.
Perfect.
Or
Yeah.
the
No, no, no. Just leave it right there. My hands moved on their own.
my
I
hands moved
wrapped the.
their own.
Yeah.
I wrapped my fingies around the tentacles and pulled. The
Rent.
sudden,
I
huh?
was gonna say wrenching it out of the water
And
and
pulled.
spinning it in the air. Yeah.
Not yet, not yet.
Not yet.
So
Okay.
I wrapped my fingies around the tentacles and pulled. The sudden feeling of the suction leaving mine cock and balls
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
uh filled
Was jarring.
me with immense pleasure.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
I was getting lost.
So there's a bit like of a almost
Yeah.
like a sadist angle here.
Yeah,
Like
exactly, exactly.
there's the pain and pleasure on the nuts. There's
Mm-hmm.
the feeling of empowerment in
Yep.
grabbing this creature, and then it goes too far.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Suddenly,
In a fit of passion and fear.
in a fit of passion, in a fit of hashtag passion, hashtag fear, hashtag
Hashtag fashion
hashtag
or
pair.
peer. Hashtag pair.
Hashtag pair.
I
I
whipped the I whipped the creature into the air and slammed it against a rock.
as I did this, ink went everywhere. But I didn't stop. I was too excited by the sight.
The
And
next Hulk smash caused one eye to bulge out while the other one flew inches past my face.
the next Hulk smash caused one eye to pop out and the other to splash against my face.
Flew inches past my face.
So both eyes popped out.
Well, no, one bulged, right? With the so
Bulge
basically
out.
what's happening is yeah, you're hitting it and the
Made one
pressure
eye
causes one to
bulge
bulge.
out and the other flew into my face.
Inches past my face.
Inches past my face. Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Past my face. Next
Mm-hmm.
Hulk smash caused one eye to bulge out and the other flew inches past my face. Alright, alright, alright.
Again and again and again, I slammed the creature against the rocks.
I slammed the creature against the rocks. My balls were growing tight, and the surge
Tight against Andy Griffith's cheeks.
tight against Andy Griffith's cheeks. Griffith's cheeks as I knew the sudden pressure was leading me to climax. I
It
heard
wasn't. Go
I
ahead.
I heard plops hit the water, seeing bits of the octopus fall into the sea. Bulbs of gray
Gray
mixed.
matter.
No. No,
Okay.
not gray matter. I don't think it needs to be gray matter.
Well, gray matter refers to like brains. If we want it to be visceral,
No, no, no.
Okay. Okay.
Bulbs of gray mixed with the blood and ink, looking like a. Looking like.
Some nasty calamari.
Looking like crushed eggs.
Oh, that's an
Crush.
image.
Looking like crushed eggs. And that's when I realized I just killed a mother. Then I came.
and that's the end of the first entry.
That's the end of
It
the
just
first entry.
stops.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
end
it
of the
just
first
stops
entry.
right there.
That's it. Okay. So, this is a.
Now we've been going for almost an hour now.
Yeah.
How many entries do we want to write today?
Oh, we could just do the one.
Yeah, I think. What do you think this says about our protagonist here? Like, what's the message we're trying to convey?
He is an evil piece of shit,
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm,
he likes
mm-hmm.
Andy Griffith.
He likes Andy Griffith, and
Mm-hmm.
do you think that this carnal rage that we've inspired, like how does this relate to the love of pasta?
Dude, we mentioned Olive Garden, and the name of it is I Killed the Mother of My Pasta alla Luciana.
You're right. Wow, this is an incredible theme. I think what we're really talking about here is
Mm-hmm.
society as a whole.
Yep.
And the message that we're sending is like the overconsumption and commercialization of pasta and Italian culture is really akin to um, the hate that humans seem to have for the environment and anything that is kind of like outside of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And by engaging in this overconsumption of pasta and bastardization of Italian culture, what we're really doing is just literally fucking animals
Mm-hmm.
and coming at our own hatred.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wow. That is incredible. That's powerful.
Yep. And now we're gonna read the entire thing.
Yes, please do.
All
Please
right.
do.
So this is part one of I Killed the Mother of My Pasta alla Luciana. I was on vacation with my family in Bermuda. My dad just got back from the Korean War. I just turned 20, and I was excited to go out with my family. When we hit the National Bermuda Beach in Bermuda, I was excited to show off my Andy Griffith Show swim trunks. My large scrote was peeking under the chin of Mr. Andy Griffith himself, and I was proud. It looked like Mr. Andy Griffith had grown a nice goatee of scrote fur. Sadly, all of the women on the beach avoided me. This made me hashtag sad, hashtag engorged, hashtag sad gorged. Not only was I hashtag sad gorged, but I was reminded of why I was on this trip anyways. Let's switch anyways within the first place.
Okay. I think that's good. I think that's good.
First off, my name is ZD Unk, and I am on r/no sleep to get updates from my epic story that is also hashtag scary, hashtag sad, hashtag scad. Now, you may be wondering how I found myself in such a situation as being in Bermuda with my veteran father and the rest of my family. Well, it all started with a woman named Octavia Luciana. I met her at an Olive Garden while I was trying to get free breadsticks and skip out on my check. Before I could leave, I saw the most beautiful woman ever in the world walk up to me. She was in her Olive Garden uniform, apron and all, with the Parmesan grinder in her hand. I was almost out of my seat, ready to skip out on 5 plates of pasta and 7 beers, but then she started grinding, and I said, "Whoa, that's a spicy meatball. I want you to meet my balls." As I said this, she blushed and said, "Only if I can drain the ricotta from your manicotti. Period. With my pussy." And then we totally had sex,
Oh
and she
God.
said, "You're the best I've ever had." The week
Uh,
after, she died after getting ran over by a 500-pound woman on a mobility scooter at the local Walmart. They said her final
R.I.P.
words were, "Pasta la vista, baby." And then she died. After this tragedy, I had to leave Boise, Idaho to clear my
Wait,
head.
wait. Can we pause something real quick?
Yeah,
I think after the Pasta La Vista baby, we should say, comma in my honor.
comma, in my honor.
Yeah, that way, she's the woman who died is saying Pasta La Vista baby. Miss, she's as she's dying, her last thoughts are literally about his, rancid cock and how much she loved that experience they had together.
I I don't really understand. I'm kind of confused.
Well, we're saying what her last words were, right? Pasta La Vista baby.
Mm-hmm.
But she's saying that thinking about the protagonist because he's seeing this on the news, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when he finds out that she says "Pasta la vista, baby," he knows that she was thinking about him as she's dying.
Okay, so they said her final words were "Pasta la vista, baby," and then I should put like, and I knew
Comma,
she
and I knew that was meant for me or something like that.
"Pasta la vista, baby," and then she died. Okay, okay, I'm gonna have to figure out "Pasta la vista, baby." They said her final words were "Pasta la vista, baby,"
And I knew it was meant for me
and I
or
knew
comma in
it
my honor.
was meant for me. After this tragedy, I had to.
Yeah.
All right, so they said her final words were "Pasta la vista, baby," and I knew that it was meant for me. I knew these words were meant for me.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
After this tragedy, I had to leave Boise, Idaho to clear my head, and that is where our story begins. Now, back to Bermuda. I was standing on the beach, ready to walk into the waves, embarrassed by the lack of women appreciating my badass Andy Griffith swim trunks, when suddenly I felt a tug on my nugs. The suction felt so satisfying, but also wrong, like one of my jewels might be robbed from me. I looked down to see some sort of fleshy trash bag with multiple tentacles reaching out for my goods. I was terrified and pissed myself. Thankfully, the ocean is full of piss, so mine would be at home here. As I stared in awe of the octopus, I noticed its beak started to show. Trembling, I just stood there, unable to move. The suction on my balls started to move around the base of my cock, and the beak of the octopus made its way to my head. And by head, I mean penis head. In an act of desperation, my hands seemed to move on their own. I wrapped my fingies around the tentacles and pulled. Then suddenly, the sudden feeling of the suction leaving my cock and balls filled me with immense pleasure. I was getting
Wait,
lost.
when you wrote mine, cock, and balls, did you
Mm-hmm.
spell it mine, mine, or mine as in mein?
Mine.
Change it to mein.
Okay. Mine cock and balls filled with immense pleasure. I was getting lost. Suddenly, in a fit of hashtag passion, hashtag fear, hashtag pair, I whipped the creature into the air and slammed it against a rock. As I did, ink as I did, ink went everywhere. But
Ink
I
and
didn't.
viscera.
Ink and viscera. Oh, that's good.
Hmm.
And viscera went everywhere. But I didn't stop. I was excited by the sight. The next Hulk smash caused one eye to bulge out, and the other flew inches past my face. Again and again and again, I slammed the creature against the rocks. My balls were growing tight against Andy Griffith's cheeks, as I knew the sudden pressure was leading to my climax. I heard plops hit
Oh,
the water, seeing bits of octopus fall into the sea. Bulbs of gray mixed with the blood and ink, looking like crushed eggs, and that's when I realized I just killed a mother. Then I came.
what if we said mixed with blood and cum?
No, because he hasn't come yet.
Okay. Oh, he came after
After,
he
after.
climaxed upon seeing what he'd done.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Got it. Got
Yep,
it.
because he's a monster. I heard
Yep.
the plops hit the
Absolutely.
water, seeing bits of octopus fall into the sea. Bulbs of gray mixed with blood and ink, looking like crushed eggs, and that's when I realized I just killed a mother. Then I came.
Wow. Wow. How do you think this is going to be received by the good people of Reddit r/creepypasta?
They are going to fucking love it, I think.
I think so too. This is incredible for us. This could launch something huge for us. It's going
I
to put
think so. I think so.
wow. I hope this really excites the CEOs of off-topic analysis.
Yeah, I think it will. I think it really, really will.
Wow.
All right.
Well,
Uh all right, so we
I
have to make our Reddit. We have to make our Reddit now.
I think we can handle that in post. I think we can do that
Are we a
together.
man, a woman, non-binary, or I prefer not say?
Um, I'd say non-binary. We're a
Okay.
channel.
That sounds good. We
You
are a
know,
channel.
we're a podcast.
Interest,
Podcasting. Uh, pasta.
podcasting,
Creepy.
pasta. I had to
Uh huh.
choose at least one. I can't find any of those.
Comedy.
Sports, news and tech, finance, anime, family and relationships, animals,
Family and relationships.
hobbies, art and design. Where is pasta at?
Or just comedy. Just do comedy.
That sounds good. Comedy sounds good. Uh, television, sports, news and technology. Is comedy in this? No. I found programmer humor.
All kinds of bits and bytes.
Here we go. Indie jazz. What the fuck? Just show me comedy. I just need just comedy. Hobbies. Uh, God damn it.
You know what? Let's do this in post because we've been doing this for a minute now, and we have to get in a segment.
Segment time. Segment. Okay. Well, with that, it is segment time.
And the theme song goes here.
You know what time it is. It is segment time. That means it's time to do a segment.
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
What's our segment for today?
Let me see. Let me pull up my. Oh God.
I should have been prepared for that first. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm doing the segment this time, so let me see.
We can you want to cut this or you want to keep this
No,
in?
we're keeping it all in. We're keeping all this in.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Let me see. What is it going to be today? Let's see what segments we
Let's
have.
do a shorter one.
Oh yeah, we'll do a shorter one because this is okay. Segment time idea. Which food looks most like Bilbo Baggins?
Okay. Okay. All right, let's both take 5 seconds to think about it.
All right, 5 seconds to think about it.
5,
Four,
4, 3,
2,
2,
1.
1. Okay. French toast.
Potato.
Potato. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's some nuance there to the idea of it being potato.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yep. Yep. Does this mean that in his heart of hearts, Samwise Gamgee wanted to eat Bilbo Baggins? He loved
Yes.
potatoes.
Yes, you're right. He did want to fucking eat and murder Bilbo Baggins. And nobody
Man,
talks about that, and I'm tired of it. People need to
no
talk
one does
about
talk
that.
about that.
People
Man,
need to
how
talk
much
about
different
it. It'd be a lot
how much different
man.
would the story of the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings have been if Bilbo Baggins was eaten by a young little hobbit who craved potatoes?
Dude, that would be awesome. Imagine Lord of the Rings, but like zombie apocalypse, where the hobbits turn into zombies.
And that sounds like a great creepypasta.
All right, that'll be our next one for next time.
Oh, I'm ravenously hungry for potatoes and I can't stop looking at my cousin's uncle.
I can't stop looking at my cousin's uncle. I can't even stop looking at my cousin. I want to eat my cousin.
Oh,
What's going on?
wow.
What the hell? What the fuck is this?
Ooh, there's an interesting idea, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
a zombie apocalypse story where somebody, from the perspective of a person that is slowly developing the hunger for flesh
Yeah,
while
exactly.
they're losing consciousness.
And they think everyone looks like a potato, and they don't realize that potato is actually flesh.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
What a story.
dude, it's a really good one. I'm excited for that.
Wow. Well, guys, I think that about wraps it up for this
Yeah,
episode of
that's
Off Topic
about
Analysis.
it for off-topic analysis. Thank you,
Thank you so much for joining. Like, comment, subscribe. I've been Luigi, and this is my friend,
Link.
Link. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. And as we say, good night and good luck.
Good night and good luck. Bye.
Bye bye.